Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Happy Monday. Jeez, Misty. Happy Monday. So sometimes I say, geez, Misty, and sometimes it comes out, Jesus Louises. I don't know why. It just is what it is. I'm doing what I can to not curse anymore. Because words are a powerful thing. Doesn't matter what day it is. Doesn't matter what time it is. But especially on a Monday. I know I said it doesn't matter what day or time it is, but even especially on Mondays, words are so powerful. Mainly because people feel what they're speaking. And if they speak negative about Monday and they feel negative about Monday, and then Monday isn't in fact negative, did you feel and speak it into existence? Or is it just that way just because? You could try speaking something different into existence by choosing different words. That's key. So I'm up and I'm doing, and I didn't want to wake up this morning. Who does? No, none of us really want to wake up. Once we get to sleep, we're like, I don't want to wake up. So either way, we wake up and we start getting stuff done. So, cheers. Cheers. I don't remember if I did that or not, but either way, whatever. So I got up this morning and I started getting the kid around. And before she got in the shower, I decided to turn the water on out here, because you can run different waters throughout the house. You can run the sink and the shower at the same time, but one of them's going to be, actually both of them are going to be colder than normal if you run them both at the same time. So someone didn't finish the dishes last night, and that's okay because I can finish them today. But also, so I decided to let the gross water out before the kid got in the shower. So in order to do that, I warmed the water up. I washed my hands while I'm dealing with the gross water and stuff. So then the next time I go over there to the sink, it's not gross water. I just got to wash the sink out, start new water. That's great. It's exciting. Little bits, baby steps, especially on a Monday, baby steps. So also today I'm working on boobers, and I hang it up like this so it doesn't really look like a boober. But if you want, I can string some together. This is not done, but I can string some together and make you a nice little car hanger for your car, vehicle, whatever you want. I can do anything. Did you know that every day we have to decide what's for dinner? That's really crazy and excessive. I don't think we should have to do that every day. But currently, we do have to do it every day. So I think I've already got tonight's dinner figured out. And I say this, I talk about this stuff because other people it's a thing that we're all dealing with. We all have to figure out what we're having for dinner, right? We all have to figure out what we're having for dinner every day, no matter what. And I think tonight is going to be cheesy potato soup. Yeah, because I got all of the ingredients, so I think it's cheesy potato soup on the docket for tonight. It's simple, it's easy. I don't have to do a lot. I just have to boil potatoes, cut up the sausage, put the cheese soup in, put the milk in, and it will be good to go. So, yeah, sometimes. And I hope that, I've inspired someone else to figure out something different for dinner, because sometimes, and if you want the recipe, it's just really, you chop up some potatoes, you wash them or whatever. I wash them and I don't peel them, because the peeling has a lot of nutrients in it. So I don't peel the potatoes. I cut them up as is. Throw them in the pot. Boil them up. Drain the water. Add the sausage in. Add the milk. Add the cheese soup. Cheddar cheese soup. Doesn't matter what brand you use or what kind you use. I think Grandma got these in Shipshawana, but you can get Campbell's, you can get whatever you want. Cheddar cheese soup. Pour it in with some milk. And there you go. And let it boil up a little bit. And then you'll have cheesy potato soup. It's phenomenal. The kid, for a minute, she was like, oh, Mom, all of those ingredients. I said, wait. You like cheese soup. You like sausage. You like potatoes. And if I put them all together, you don't like it? She was like, before she tried it, she was like, after she tried it, because I make her take a bite. I'm not going to poison her or something like that. I make her try whatever it is I've made. And if she doesn't like it, I will make her something different. And so it's just so happened the last time I decided to make cheesy potato soup and she was all, I ended up having to make 2 dinners and she didn't even eat the second one. Like she only wanted the cheese soup. Cheddar potato soup. Cheesy potato soup. Whatever. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's a Monday. So you got to figure out stuff, right? We're all up. We're all doing stuff to figure out stuff. We got to figure out dinner every day. My friend and I had a discussion about this yesterday. Every single day, we've got to figure out dinner. Someone has to figure out what we're having for dinner. And you don't want to deal with people who haven't had dinner yet because they're on a whole different plane. They're hungry. You got to eat so you can be normal for yourself. And sometimes even eating doesn't make someone normal for themselves. Sometimes they're still narcissistic. And that comes from my conversation with my friend yesterday. But we all have somewhat of a narcissistic people in our lives. And we've got to learn how to deal with them and or avoid them. I've had narcissistic people in my life. And I've done things, taken steps to eradicate the narcissism out of my life. I don't like it. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it. And basically narcissistic people are all about them and making you feel guilty for whatever they're doing. I'm going to do and do and do and do and do and treat everyone the way I want to treat them. But it's your fault that I'm doing it. No, Buttercup. It's on you. Take up for yourself. Own up to your shit. That's my message for today. Own up to your shit. And no, it's probably not my message. I've got a lot of messages. It's okay. I'm all over the place this morning because I'm kind of excited. I'm up and I'm excited to be up and doing. I'm up and crocheting boobers. I don't even care. I do have to make some different can koozies so they're not all for the boobers. And I'm going to make up some ones with flowers, maybe some sunflowers and hearts and maybe some smiley faces, some peace signs, maybe some peace signs on some can koozies so people can calm their shit down. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I gotta write that down. Before I move on, before I do anything else, I've got to write that down. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. Ooh, something else I wrote down on my little notepad of stuff is that I have not made yet, but I plan on making, is a gnome can koozie. Let's see. Heart, flowers, and peace sign. Koozies. I'll write down heart, flower, and peace sign. But if I don't write down koozies as well, I won't know what the fuck I was talking about. Heart, flower, and peace sign, what? Koozies. Gotta write it down. Gotta write every inch of it down. So, yay. More ideas to keep myself busy. I've got to keep busy because otherwise I go crazy. And, if I want to make this thing a business, a real, for real business, I've got to continue to stay busy and get it done the same way I would work at a factory, the same way I would work at a shop, the same way I would work anywhere. I've got stuff to do. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. So get up on a Monday. Keep your shit going. Get yourself going. Moving. There's a lot of days when I'm not motivated. And there's a lot of days when I am motivated. So you've got to figure out, am I going to be motivated today or not motivated today? It's Monday. There's a lot of people that aren't motivated today. Their only motivation is to end the day. Is to, get through the entire day and to go back to bed tonight. And that used to be my only motivation was, let's get this day done so I can go back to bed tonight. But now I am up and I'm like, what can I get done today before I go back to bed? I got a lot of stuff to do before I go back to bed tonight. So I got to get that done. So get up, do something for yourself. And this is like a reminder, an everyday, mostly gentle daily reminder to get up and get moving. Motivate yourself. You don't have to be motivated to get up and do. Sometimes getting up and doing before the motivation hits isn't just enough to get you motivated. So, and sometimes you got your mom motivating you. The kid, she had her mom motivating her this morning. Motivate her here. So, just let's get up, let's go, let's get stuff done so we can get on with living life. Just living life. Also, so find your own things on a Monday to feel grateful for. Doesn't matter what it is. You can be grateful for different ideas. You can be grateful for coffee. You can be grateful for your hands doing the things you need to do. Picking your nose or, getting the wedgie out of your butt. You can be grateful for anything, because if you don't have use of your hands, you can't pick your nose. So you're all clogged up and stuff. You can't like blow it and stuff if your hands don't work. And you really can't pick the wedgie in the underwear out of your butt unless your hands are working. So you can be grateful that your hands are working so you can do that stuff and take care of yourself and your own needs. You can be grateful for your heart. You can be grateful for the words coming out of your mouth. You can be grateful for anything. I'm grateful that I've got a really good disposition this morning. It's really great. I feel great. So also, be your own magic. Find your own magic. Sometimes your magic escapes you. Sometimes you don't know where it's going to come from. And sometimes you know exactly where it is. So just, meander throughout the day. Figure it out. There's a lot of times that I'm just figuring it out. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing around here most of the time. I'm just doing what needs to be done. Dishes need to be done, so I do them. Floors need to be cleaned, so I do it. Laundry needs to be done, so I do it. There are things that just need to be done that just get done. Not that anyone else wouldn't do it, but if I'm up and I'm able to do it and I have the time, mostly, I get it done. Change the trash in the bathroom. Often, because it needs to be changed. People throw away stuff in the bathroom. It needs to be changed. Change the trash. Change the recycling bag. Do the things that need to be done. That way it frees you up to do other things and maybe find different magic. And maybe you'll find your magic in the middle of doing all of the necessary things every day. And you don't have to be male or female to do the different things. You can do those things, whether you're male or female, or you don't know which one you are. You can do things. I promise. Like, it's not a male job. It's not a female job. It's a job that needs to be done by a human. Cheers. Cheers to humanity. There we go. Also, be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. And I absolutely love Mondays, and I loved Mondays before I stopped working. I loved Mondays before my heart attack. I loved Mondays when I was still working at the factory, because a lot of people don't. And it gave me great pleasure to try to get some cheer into another person's Monday, whether they wanted it or not. And if they went into work and they were all, I would say something and they would laugh, and I'm like, there's the right thing. That's the point, is to laugh and joke and have a good time, no matter where you're at. If you're at work at the factory or doing whatever, if you're at work at a shop doing whatever, and you're not having fun. So the point is to have fun, even if you don't like your job. There are many times with the stuff that I'm doing that I don't like it. I don't like weaving in ends. I don't like sewing things together. What else don't I like? I don't like doing dishes before I have to start baking, or in the middle of baking, or at the end of baking. I don't like doing the dishes, but it's stuff that needs to be done. So you might as well enjoy it while you can. Because tomorrow isn't promised. So you might not be here tomorrow to do those things, and then you would miss doing that stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I would miss doing dishes or not doing them. So, do what you can on a Monday to bring that energy from the weekend, from Friday. Ooh, it's the weekend, it's Friday. Take that energy and bring it to Monday. You can totally do it. I do it all the time. A lot of people look at me funny and look at me weird, and they're like, well, you're crazy. You're right. I'm totally crazy. It's okay. The crazy people know they're crazy. And that means that they're not crazy because they know they're crazy. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. Either way, and I probably said that wrong, whatever. So, find your own things to feel grateful for on a Monday. Be your own magic, find your own magic, and be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised. So, do what you can. Just one thing. Make it better. Make one thing better in your life today. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be big. It can just be a simple switch of your thoughts. It's really simple. And not simple at the same time, because your thoughts are automatic. You're on auto play for your thoughts, and you're like, well, that's what I'm thinking, so I guess that must be what I'm feeling. No, take it off autopilot. There's a switch up there. Take it off autopilot. Think something different. And it could be little itty bitty different thought that you have could roller coaster into a huge great thing 5 years down the road, 2 years down the road, next week, whatever. Don't put a timeline on it, but think something different to help you be better for you today and tomorrow and the rest of your life. So that's all I got. Hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Monday. Misty out.